All right, finally got live. Camera wasn't on when I set up the other time. I had to go back and delete it off and redo the whole thing. This is Randy Carvin in Kirksville, Missouri, and this is Rantin Randy's Rant, the True Patriots Group YouTube. All right, I'm just going to do a short one today because we have our appointments with hearing care partners in less than an hour. So I'll just kind of cover stuff. First off, happy St. Patty's Day. I'm lucky enough that I'm both Irish and Scottish, so it's kind of like a double thing for me. All right. Now, which is it? Foreign Minister Lavrov was saying there may be a way to negotiate. Meanwhile, Putin is telling the Russians to resist the traitors in Russia, to spit them out like flies that accidentally get in your mouth. Hello, Michael. Glad to see you, brother. And he's doubling down on his line. And his soldiers are doing their best to spare civilians. We happen to know it's the opposite of that. Hello, Carol. All right. Oh, yeah. The Scots and the Irish. Sean Bigora. And like I was going to say, it's another blatant lie from Putin. We can plainly see who he's targeting, but they keep saying, like the foreign minister the other day said that was, I believe it's a far right Ukrainian group that has been defending Ukraine. They're blaming it on them. We all saw the pictures and they're denying it, claiming that it was done because that was a holdout. And everything we saw, brothers and sisters, that wasn't real. That wasn't real at all. That was just people put in the building to be photographed coming out, although we know the mother and the child died. And Zelensky said yesterday that so far since the invasion began, 103 children have been killed. I'm afraid they're going to find it's more than that have been killed. All right. Oh, I'm so glad to see the Irish, the Welsh, everybody. I mean, that's what this country is. We're a melting pot. And the other side doesn't agree with that. It all should be like Laura Ingraham. And I want to thank Maria Bethencourt for that. What she was referring to yesterday on the YouTube show, the Facebook show, is basically, you remember the Manansky Act. I may not pronounce it right, but everybody knows what I'm talking about, where as a sanction, we would not allow Americans to adopt Russian children anymore. And Laura Ingraham has two. So that's her problem with Biden, is she's still pissed about she can't adopt more white kids out of Russia. Like I said, I'm basically I got my mind other places, but I wanted to get this done. I've got so much on my plate as far as uh, using YouTube out there in the evenings. I may have less posts because some of those posts I'm going to be using as a resource to be able to put together my rants, like for tomorrow. Let's see what else. And let's just look at the lies that are still being told. And basically, Putin saying that anybody that doesn't pull for their special operation is not an invasion, and that the West is attacking Russia. Give me a break. That's fucking bunch of bullshit. Uh, and I want to remind people while I've got you here. Hello, Nancy. Uh, what he's doing is exactly something that we saw from this one, playing the victim. He is no damn victim, no more than the orange one was. They're not victims. It's a bunch of bullshit, and everybody knows it. Uh, and in Ukraine itself, I believe it was yesterday's date, there were talks with the Chinese ambassador who is still in Ukraine, hadn't left. Sounds more and more that Putin is an embarrassment to them also. They don't want to back or be seen backing a predator like Putin. And I thought, like I said yesterday, that was an excellent speech from Zelensky to the Congress. But now uh, the Republicans are fighting back. That McConnell said that Biden is acting too slow. Let's keep in mind he's the minority leader and he wants to be majority leader. And who's that depend on? This orange piece of shit. He has to stay on his good side. And I don't think he's doing it. He's failing to do that. Oh, let's see. I'm just going to quickly go through some of this. Oh, let me look down here. I get to another page and then I forgot the thought that I had. Oh, the latest from the orange one is I think he's changed. I think he's changed. Putin hasn't changed. He's known as a killer. The Donald knew that in an interview where he just kind of brushed it off. He said something to the effect, "You think we're the only ones, or I mean, you think he's the only one that's the killer, uh, and that we're all innocent?" It baffles me how his base uh, doesn't recall that. You remember that? I do. I remember it quite clearly that we weren't, he wasn't the only one that was a killer, that we have killers here too in our government. Not a leader, we didn't. And it makes me wonder, and I want to ask any Republicans that are viewing this, uh, does the Donald still have dreams of Trump Tower in Moscow? Uh, please don't be fooled by that man's lies. He has done that over and over, and he's not going to call out Putin as a war criminal that Putin is. Putin is a war criminal. There's no way around it. But yet, Donnie is yet to put him down. He always misinterprets what he was doing. He's had 2 days in a row that they've asked him, and he says, I think he's changed. No, he hadn't changed. The man's always been the same. And if that coup d'etat by Trump people had succeeded, then that would have been another long 4 years of putting down NATO, putting down our traditional allies because they won't let G conferences and let Putin, a killer, in. Give me a fucking break. Down. All right, that's about all I've got for you today. I had to really hurry after this darn thing. Everything's set up, and I got a black screen next to the the one panel down the middle on YouTube. So I had to go delete it and then come back out here and do it again. I also want to express. Oh, I'm loving it. Yeah, it is a wonder. But this thing is sturdily constructed. Uh, there's no way it would pop off. It would have to uh, come unseamed on both sides before it would fly off. And it is really good for my blood pressure. And I don't know about you, but I feel better after I beat him. And I think quite a few of you feel better after I take it out on that dog. All right. I also wanted to mention, and everybody out there knows how I don't like this show is free. It's free to anyone, and it will always be free as long as I can come out here and do this. There is no charge. You're always welcome here. But it is coming down to the point of everyone, quite a few of you know that I'm handling other things on the side. We're basically dog paddling to stay here because it was 150 more a month than we were paying. We were paying electric only, no water, no garbage charge, or anything else. So that's why uh, I will probably later on my timeline put out how you can help. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to seek some that will take away from this. Because if I have to seek something that hopefully I could make some money online doing, uh, it's actually coming down to that. And there's brothers and sisters out here, same position I am. They've got things wrong with them. And retirement is turning into I'm going to have to find something on the side. Now that would be short term as far as being able to do something on the side to supplement what we get because between the medical bills and the I figured it up. We had to go through. I got my Januvia, and that was uh, with great appreciation to support from this family. And I was looking at the billing yesterday. What this one, even with United Healthcare, if I'd have gotten a 3 month supply of my Januvia and I didn't have insurance, it would have been almost $1,700 for a 3 month supply of Januvia. Okay. Even under United Healthcare, that would have been $131 copay. Under 1 month, that's $43. That's why we have Part D. We can't afford uh, the 1,600 or whatever. We also cannot afford even that. Fortunately, with my doctor's office, they have something called preferred care, but it's only with that doctor's office where I was able to get it for $10.44. But if it hadn't have been from support, from doing this show with my uh, PayPal dot me /Randall with a large R, I mean uppercase R. Same thing with Carbon with uppercase C. And there's also and always out there Facebook Pay. Neither are taxable, and it helps me out, brothers and sisters. That's all I'm going to say on this today. Uh, we are having a beautiful day here. I hadn't had a chance to check the temperature on this Mac. I can't do it as easily as I can on the HP. HP will tell me AccuWeather, and that's the free version of AVG. And I'm also finding on both devices. I am now learning that it is true that antivirus protection also slows down your computer. This device, I paid about $55 for the year, even has the thing to clean the disk. But I come on, for example, I hit notifications and it sits there and it sits there and it sits there and it loads. Then it says no messages found. And then finally, messages will pop down. Same thing with notification. It just sits there like there's no notifications. Oh, that's about all I got, baby. Uh, I want everybody to have a happy St. Patrick's Day. Uh, and I'm when I get back, I'm going to be working with trying to call LG. What I'm afraid of when it comes to getting LG 800 free channels or something like that, 300, no, 180. Wow, brain fart, Randy. Uh, in any case, I've got to find out what I'm thinking they're talking about since we had that direct TV tower. That's where the Ethernet line runs to the modem, and we don't have anything like that. So I'm thinking it's going to take a router. Can't afford to get a router. But like I said, I can get YouTube and some other sources like live TV and as long as this thing in Ukraine is going on, there'll be a little more coverage. I can get off of live TV, over the air, uh, and I'm trying different options on the Blu-ray. Blu-ray is the way I get YouTube on the TV set now. So I'm out here working on it, baby. Peace, resist, persist, and I insist we have to get the vote out. If we don't get the vote out and we don't start fighting all these Republican lies about their voter restriction, uh, they're calling Biden slow and not getting anything done. He's trying to keep us out of World War III, and people, uh, Democrats and Republicans both, need to start realizing uh, you have a World War III, you can kiss your ass goodbye, bend over, baby, and see if you can get your head between your legs because It ain't going to do any good uh, for us to make the wrong move. That's why President Joe Biden is being as careful as he can. And I get tired of hearing this shit coming out of the people like Laura Ingraham saying uh, that he's going to be an embarrassment to the U.S. when he goes to Brussels. No, he's like trying to keep us out of World War III and keep our allies together. I didn't mean to rattle on so long, but I do love my country. I do love this family, and I love the support of the Post and stuff. Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's out there that I'll be sending on. That was the Blue Dot Sister that put that where I can get to it. All right. Have a good one. See you later on this evening. Bye bye for now. Like, share, share this shit. If you like what you're hearing, please subscribe. Bye bye. See you later. Share this shit, please.